One of the first points we're going to start with in 2021 is we can't keep the economy closed until the vaccine hits critical mass. If you listen to what they say, they in quotes, first it was about 70% of the population has to be vaccinated to hit critical mass. Some people say it's as high as 90%, but whatever, 70 to 90, that is a very large percentage of the population. If you listen to the time frame they're talking about, it started about 6 months. We'd be at critical mass in June, and then went to about September. Now some people are talking about the end of the year. You have a massive undertaking that people have underestimated from the get-go to both produce and administer this vaccine. The nation, over 10 months, hasn't done as many COVID tests as will be required for the vaccination. We haven't done that many COVID tests over 10 months. That's with every drugstore, every hospital doing COVID tests. And COVID tests are just a nasal swab. This is a vaccination. This is roll up your sleeve and I'm going to give you a needle. And then we have to do it twice. So this has been grossly underestimated, how big an undertaking and how long it's going to take. I think President-elect Joe Biden did the nation a service by pointing just this fact out the other day, that if you look at the pace of production and delivery, this could take years at this rate. So this is going to be a massive undertaking for the new federal government. But it can't be that we start 2021 with the expectation that the economy will reopen when the vaccine hits critical mass. We can't take 6 months, 9 months, 12 months of a closed-down economy. We can't take the economic cost. We can't take the psychological cost. We can't take the emotional cost. We have to be prepared for it. How do we use science and testing to reopen and to be smart and safe in our reopening? New York pointed out first, it's not a question of reopening the economy or public health. We said from day one it was doing both. And we were right. And we are still right. And now in 2021, the question is, how do you use science and technology to open quickly but safely? How are you smart and safe in reopening? That's the challenge in 2021. And we want to be ahead of it because we are New York. And we're piloting an expansive testing plan to give us an opportunity to reopen businesses safely and smartly. And we're going to pilot the approach at the Buffalo Bills playoff game. A football playoff game obviously is outdoors, which is a much better situation from COVID spread. And the stadium is a controlled venue. The Department of Health has been working with the Buffalo Bills, the National Football League, to come to an agreement as to how to do this. We believe we are the first state in the nation to run this kind of pilot. We think it can be very instructive to us going forward because, as I said, the premise is we're going to have to find a way to reopen businesses smartly and safely. The agreement with the Department of Health, the state of New York, Buffalo Bills, will allow fans at the first playoff game that the Buffalo Bills are going to play. The agreement is for 6,700 fans. They'll be socially distanced, masks required, but every fan will be tested before the game. Obviously, if they test positive for the virus, they won't be attending the game, and they'll get the treatment that they need. And then post-game, there'll be contact tracing, so we'll find out exactly what happened, was there any spread at the game, et cetera. Again, this is a pilot to find ways where we can smartly and safely reopen businesses.